All right, welcome back to Man Down Sports. As you can see from the thumbnail, we got a LeBron James topic, and we're a little bit late, man. I had a whole bunch of stuff going on today, man. I had a family member come in, then had to go scoop him up, get situated, and then lo and behold, I convinced him to go ahead and do a live with me, man. Yeah, my brother from another mother, man. Big, hey, I ain't gonna say his full name, man, because I don't, what I mean. But my homeboy, man, from the crib, man. What's up, big dog?
What's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I don't know, man. How you like the studio?
Man, it's amazing. Hey, y'all gotta see this. I wish I can take the camera and turn it around.
Yeah,
it's lovely in here.
Yeah, it's nice in here.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, man.
Yeah.
People don't know how far way back we go, man.
Yeah.
We go way back, right?
Yeah.
And
back.
I'm gonna throw on screen. Oh, as a matter of fact, see if you. I want you to see this, man. See if you can find the live, and then cause you gonna laugh at this picture that I throw over here.
Okay.
You gonna laugh at it for sure, man. Make sure the volume down too.
Okay.
Find the live. That's the one that's live now. That ain't the one that's live. Yeah, click on the home. Yeah, just click on the no.
Oh yeah.
And then turn the volume down.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that when this picture pop up, I don't even know if you remember it, right?
All right.
But this how far back we go, y'all. This back when I was hitting like 4 to 5 threes a game. Right? This
yeah. Let's see this.
That's how far we go back, right?
Oh man. Golly, that's way back, man.
That's how far we go back, man. No hair on the face.
None at all.
A lot of hair on the head. Right. There you go, basketball. I probably dropped something crazy that game too. But
yeah,
man, those was the days right there, man. I still remember the tournament we played into. What was we at? In Raleigh, and
High Point.
No, against Winston, and
the senator.
And I twist my ankle real bad in the first half.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then you came in and dropped something crazy.
Yeah, I remember. That was a good game though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There it is, man. There it is, man. Yeah, so it's good stuff. But what's good, man? Who in the comments said Curtis T? Y'all up late tonight, man. I didn't expect nobody to come in here, man. I thought y'all was gonna see this tomorrow. But I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way because I told him I was gonna go live today, but I just got caught up in everything. I didn't know he was coming in town to this morning. Yeah, right. So you know what I mean? But Curtis T in the house, he said if you let a lie talk long enough. Talk about LeBron. Yeah, man, LeBron is a sad dude. My boy, know your boy. What's good, big dog? What's up, James? Salute, much love, Mel. Fancy in the house, Mel. Singing, what's good? What's good? What's good? Throwback Tuesday, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, man, that's definitely a throwback right there. I had some film, man. I can't find it, man. I think I left it at my mama's house. All the games we had on. Yeah, I gotta find this stuff.
Put on like a DVD or something.
Yeah, my son ain't never seen me move that fast, so well, no, my son had, my daughters haven't. My daughters don't think I can,
move like that.
Yeah,
nah, you had it, man.
Tell my daughters that.
But they don't never see us like that.
No, they don't. They don't.
They ain't see it. Yeah, like my kids don't think, they think the same.
I don't like that though.
Yeah, but it's past the torch. It's their turn now. So
yeah, but I gotta find it. They gotta at least see it.
Yeah, but to know you weren't lying.
Oh man! What's up, Young Disciple? Hey man, Young Disciple, make sure you got your phone ready, man. You go love to call in on this one, man. Oh man, yeah, Young, ready. Yeah, that's my dog, man. Young in there. Oh, Fancy said she a night owl. I'm a night owl too, man. Yeah, I'm definitely a night owl. Yeah. But anyway, man, you ready to rock and roll?
Let's rock, man. Let's rock. Ready.
Brandon is a LeBron fanatic, y'all.
Avid.
He said that with his chest. He said that with his chest.
I'm an avid.
He said that with
avid fan.
He said that with his chest. Well, how you feel about rings? Like in a conversation of, I mean, it don't matter what the conversation is. Let's say we're talking about who the greatest is, or who the GOAT is, or which player is better between these two, or how great was a player. Like when you having that conversation about an NBA player, do you ever how do you supposed to use rings in that conversation?
Rings are a byproduct of good team chemistry, good team philosophy, good team coaching. Like it's not simply about just one player, because we know one player don't win a championship. So I think it's more so one person don't define a team. No matter who it is. If it's LeBron, Jordan, rings come into play from good system work. So you had the right system in place. A lot of times, look at Golden State, look at the Bulls, look at Houston at one point. They had a good system, good philosophy. They had the right players, and they had the right system. So it all kind of like it's a symphony to getting you towards the ring, But it's not the deciding factor of that player's career, how good they were, because there's great players that never got a ring, a lot of them.
Right, and I get that part. I get that the rings is not the end all be all. It's not the deciding factor in any of that stuff. But let's put it this way: if me and you both came into the league the exact same year, and we both retired the exact same year, and all of our stats are identical, the way we play is different. I might be a guard, you might be a center, right? Mm-hmm. And then we start comparing us as players and say, which one was greater? Well, their statistics are the same. They played the same amount of years. Everything's the same. How are you going to decide whether the style that I play is a better style than your style? Like if my style is I play off the ball, I'm a good shooter, I'm a good slasher, I'm a good athlete, but you're a big man that play in the post. I get 4 rings, you only get 1. Mm-hmm. Like how do you supposed to have that conversation? Like, oh, obviously what I'm doing is leading to more wins and winning at a higher level than you. Mm-hmm. That has to count for something.
Well, it does count for something because rings are a measure. Like they're barometric as well. I just feel, depending on the situation, you can be a great player on a terrible team, and rings absolutely. Look at somebody like Grant Hill when he was in Detroit. Like he was great, but didn't get a ring. Penny, like it's so many players that did that. So rings do matter, but I think once you get a ring, 1, 2, 3, 9. I don't think it matters.
Okay. We'll go hear what LeBron think about it. Read that comment on the screen.
Let's start the break. Hey, Fancy, I am a Bron section.
You can't admit to Bron. You can admit to being a Bron fan. You can't Bron sexual though. You can't admit to
I'm
that.
I'm not bisexual. I'm a Bron section. I'm a Bron section. Hey, that's what I am.
Oh my God, man!
We're gonna get Fancy. We're gonna get into this.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to call in on this. This is gonna be fun. All right, so anyway, I'm listening to Mind the Game podcast. First and foremost, man, they did Q&A, questions and answers, right? The fans sent in questions or whatnot. Mm-hmm. First of all, one of the questions was why they don't run the triangle offense no more in the league. And I'm like, LeBron should have punted that question. Like, you know nothing about the triangle. Like, you didn't run it. You didn't play in it.
True.
You obviously don't study it.
Yeah.
And he made himself look ridiculous trying to answer that question. I'll probably deal with that later tomorrow. I'll probably do another episode just on him answering that triangle question. Yeah. But then another question came in about why is ring? As a matter of fact, I'll let y'all hear it. End of the day, I already knew.
From Dustin Nielsen, why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports? I wish we had a simple answer. Man.
Oh my goodness, I do not know the answer. I wish I had the answer to this, but I'm not sure, man. It's funny, yeah. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport, and why it's the all be all of everything. Like, okay, you weren't a great player if you never won a championship. It's like, or if you won one, then you can't be in the same conversation with this person. It's like,
but that's a great point, because what you're saying is like, no matter what you have, you need more. No matter what,
right?
No matter what, it can never end.
Yeah, right? It's I don't know, man. It's just like, you sit here and tell me, you know, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, you know, are fucking wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys just because this guy won 1 ring or won 2 rings or won, like, it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes because he only has 1 ring. They don't never discuss that in their sport.
Right.
Or telling me that Dan Marino is not the greatest slinger of all time, or he can't be in the room with those guys because he didn't win a championship. They don't discuss those things, you know. I don't know. Did Barry Bonds win a World Series? I don't think so. I don't think so. Barry Bonds never won a World Series. So. You can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat. I don't understand where it came from. I don't know where it started. I hope that we have to appreciate more of what guys have been able to accomplish, what guys have been able to do. A ring is a team accomplishment. Right. And if you happen to have a moment where you're able to share that with your team, that should be discussed. This team was the greatest team, okay? Or that team, you can have those conversations, but like trying to nitpick an individual because he was not able to win a team game or a team match or whatever the case may be. I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to, like, you know.
Yeah.
Me.
So this is why I don't like it.
Appreciate that, bro.
Man, stop, man. This is why I don't like it, because all of a sudden, hold on. Let me make sure I see it. So all of a sudden, rings don't matter when, number one, you left Cleveland because you couldn't get a ring, right? So you left Cleveland to go to Miami because you couldn't get a ring in Cleveland. Then when you got to Miami, you told them and promised them not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, right? You told them 8 rings that you was going to get, right? Then you got a ring and said, that one right there made me the GOAT, right?
Right.
Then you went team hop to the Lakers again to chase another ring, made Anthony Davis force his team to trade him so he can chase another ring, and he won't retire because he said he's still chasing more rings. So rings all of a sudden don't matter when you start to realize that I'm going to retire and I'm not even going to catch Kobe, despite playing more years, despite playing with more talent, despite playing with more superstars, despite playing with more super teams, despite with stacking the deck so many times, and I'm still not going to win more than Kobe, right? So now all of a sudden, let's not even count rings no more. It don't really matter like that. I think that's kind of jacked up. Your thoughts?
Yeah. So I think I think what he really is saying, that the relevance of a ring does not equate to how great the player was. Like what they're doing, like Robert Horry. I always like to use Robert Horry. Robert Horry has a lot of rings, and he averaged like 2 or 3 points in his career. So,
first of all, that's not his real average, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not his real
He
average.
hit a shot here and there, man. But he's not more important to the game than Charles Barkley was. But he has more rings.
Right.
So relevance to the game doesn't always equate to hardware, or accolades.
Yeah, but so the thing with the Robert Horry argument, a lot of y'all LeBron people try to do that
because it's real.
Right. It's not, but it's not a legit argument, because if I told you right now, let's argue or let's debate or let's just have a conversation about who the greatest players of all time were, you're going to give me a handful of names, probably, probably 2 handful of names. You're going to give me 10 names. Robert Ory name won't be there. Right? Because it's going to be based on how good you are as a player.
Right.
Right. First.
Right.
Right. So once we decide who are the best players we ever seen, now we got 2 handfuls of players. We got 10 players. Now, out of that handful, then we start to discuss, okay, how many times did you win? Because that's important.
It's true.
But that ring thing is not an important thing amongst the whole pool of the NBA. Nobody cares how many rings Bonzi Well got because we'll never be discussing him in a debate about the greatest players.
True.
Right. So this is reserved just for those top 10 players that the only way we can separate them is by the ultimate goal of winning. Right. Because all of them are so good, but all of them are so different. How do we decide which one is better? Like we got Shaq, most powerful and dominant player in modern basketball, Wilt, the most powerful and dominant player in ancient basketball, right?
Right.
But they play powerful, dominant styles down low, and then you got a guard like Michael Jordan. How do we decide if Michael Jordan's style is better than Shaq's style? Well, how dominant was Jordan? He won 6 times. He's 6-0 in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
2 3-peats in 8 years. That's dominance. That's more dominant than Shaq. If it wasn't for the rings, how could we determine which one is more dominant?
That's true. But I do feel competition means a lot too. Competition. So if I win a ring, if I go play in a church league with 75-year-olds, I get the ring. Who cares? Like who cares? I'm just big up on 75-year-old people. But when there's a and I'm like the anomaly, like I'm more athletic, stronger, faster.
Wait, who are you speaking about though?
Jordan.
So you think Jordan
played against
75-year-olds?
Yeah. Jordan played against Craig Elo, John Crotty. Like if you can go down a list of what I like to always bring up is the athletic prowess of today's athlete is far more. It's evolution. Like the game has to evolve. It had to evolve past Jordan. The fact that we still not trying to let it say a lot too. That says that we just stuck at Jordan. There are back then when Jordan was so amazing. I don't take nothing away from Jordan, but he wasn't there wasn't many Jordans, like athletic wise. There wasn't many. There wasn't many Jordans that was athletic wise. But on every team now, you have at least 3 or 4 people that are just as athletic as Jordan was.
Well, first of all, I disagree. I don't think that you can look at rosters when Jordan played and say there wasn't nobody as athletic as he was.
Craig Elo.
Well, on that same team with Craig Elo, there were 3 or 4 guys that was more athletic than Craig Elo.
He started.
Not really.
They did.
Listen, that's well, him starting don't mean anything. Gerald Wilkins was on that team, so was Ron Harper. So was Larry Nance, who was a better athlete. Larry Nance Sr. is more athletic than Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So the evolution that we claim that we think we're seeing, we're not seeing. Like it's more athletic. Like we still don't see a player on Michael Jordan's level athletically, really. Maybe LeBron. That's about it. That's not a lot of people like a freak like Michael Jordan.
Athletic wise?
No, not a 6'6" guy that's cat quick, that is also fast and runs a 4.2 40, who also had a 48 inch vertical leap.
Vince Carter.
Oh, Vince Carter don't run no 4.2, and he's not as quick as Michael Jordan.
How are we sure that Jordan ran at 4.2?
Dude, listen to me.
He ran a 4.2. And it not run a 4.2. He was that afraid.
He was clocked at Carolina. This is based on Roy Williams and a couple of more Carolina affiliates that said his sophomore year he was clocked at a 4.2 in the 40-yard dash.
Who had the clock? So you see how many variables it can be? Like
it was about 3 coaches. Roy Williams was one of them. He was an assistant back then.
Boy. That's home cooking.
It could be. It could be.
If somebody came and asked me, say, "You ever seen Melvin run a 4 flat?" Yes, I have. You my boy. Why would I not say that? They cooking the book. LeBron came in with the hype, and nobody has ever came in the league like this. Rings, he obtained them. Yeah, he did the team switching, but it was done before him.
Yeah, he did a freak off for them rings though. The way he got his rings was nasty. Like, I mean, hey man, hey, like Tupac said, man, but you did it in the sleazy way, man. Hey, LeBron be up there to my, hey, I made a G today. I got 4 rings, but you did it in the sleazy way. It was sleazy the way he got the rings
within the confines of the league.
No, it wasn't. That was sleazy.
So KD was sleazy. That's sleazy.
It's the same thing.
KD did that nasty. So nasty. That was nasty. He went. They beat up on. You remember that meme that said, "I saw this old man getting beat up by 3 people." He said, "So I jumped in." He said, "That old man instead of chance." That's what he did.
Who was the old man? Who was the old man?
When he
who was the old man?
Russell Westbrook. He took Russell Westbrook and started beating him. Man, it was his man too. That was nasty.
Who was the 3?
KD, that was nasty.
Who was the 3 dudes he joined?
Steph, Clay, Draymond. That old man is still a chance. Golly, man. Hey, that's more diabolical than LeBron ever.
It's the same thing though.
Nah.
It's the same thing. You join players that you're supposed to be competing against. You know what I mean? Like you know, you remember that turn. I didn't play in it, but you remember that tournament that was at I think it was at Southmont, and it was like all these different neighborhoods was in that tournament, and it was a 2-on-2 tournament.
Yeah.
So remember, like every neighborhood had a point guard that was nice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Me and you was from one neighborhood. Otis was on one neighborhood. Jermaine that went to Jackson was one neighborhood. Yeah. Bam was somewhere. Like it was Lil Larry. It was like every little section of Greensboro had like a neighborhood where we thought we had the coldest point guard.
Yeah.
So all of y'all had in that 2-on-2 tournament, y'all took y'all big man with y'all and y'all competed.
Right.
You get to find out, okay, who really got the best point guard.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine if I would have been like, nah, I'm going to go play with, I'm going to team up with those point guards. Instead of me finding just a regular big man like Tony Newkirk or Bird to play with, I go and say, nah, I'm going to team up with Otis. Me and Otis go run all of y'all. Ain't that kind of sleazy? Like yes. I like everybody want to see if me and Otis compete against each other, which one of y'all go come out on top.
Yeah.
That's what LeBron was supposed to do with Wade, Bosh, Melo, Amari, everybody that was in his little era that was a superstar status, that we were supposed to find out which one of them was going to come out on top. We couldn't see that because he teamed up with Wade. And we couldn't see that because KD teamed up with Steph. They cheated us.
True.
It's the same thing.
That was the coach. So that them doing that, but actually it was Boston first. So if we want to talk,
it's different though.
How?
I say it after you finish what you're saying.
So when LeBron did it, yeah, it didn't look good. But that's the culture of the NBA now. Everybody friends. Like everybody want to get along. Everybody want to get have a fun locker room. You know, back when Jordan then was playing, the locker room wasn't fun. You couldn't smile. You couldn't come in there and just, work-life balance was terrible.
Grown men.
But they was miserable. Everybody, they was miserable.
Grown men.
Yeah. I like that time of basketball, but it was so different. The Boston Celtics started this whole thing. Started this, they said they was age players, but they still was who they were. They were still superstars.
So let me explain why that's different. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, they all came in. They seen how Michael Jordan and Bird and Magic did it and got their rings. So they tried to do it that way.
Yeah.
Once you fail doing it that way, like you tried your entire career and you failed doing it that way, you realize, okay, now I can respect Larry Bird, Magic, and Mike more because I realize how hard it is to do what they did. So you gain a respect for them, and it also gives you a better sense of where you fall at when you stack up against them dudes. So now that we know that you couldn't do it, Now it's okay for you when you're in your mid-30s to say, I'm going to team up with some other superstars to see if I can get, before I retire, I at least want to get one ring. Right?
Yeah.
And LeBron, KD, Steph, Wade, Bosh, they didn't do that. They was like, nah, we need to get rings now because Kobe already got 5 and we ain't got none. Right? So let's team up while we're in our 20s. Like, we're not even gonna give it the old college try. we ain't even gonna try. We go do it in our 20s and team up, and then we're gonna. Now you don't have a better appreciation for Bird, Magic, and LeBron. I mean, Bird, Magic, and Mike, because now you think because you went and got 2, 3, 4 cheap rings that now you did what Mike and Larry did.
I don't even think it was cheap. It's not that is winning a championship is still a incredible feat. It don't matter if the team stacked, but they didn't have all the superstars on their team.
They might as well. It ain't but 10 in the league. 3 of them was on one squad. That's a quarter. They had a quarter of the superstars.
What about the Pistons? How many of the Pistons were superstars that year when they won the championship?
You could argue that Rasheed was a superstar.
No, he was a superstar.
Okay, well, yeah, cool. We can say Rasheed. Stop there.
Chauncey Billups won the superstar?
No, all-star.
Well, yeah, he was all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It ain't but 10 of them in the league.
So we can agree that KD did the same exact gruesome thing.
Him and LeBron did the exact same thing, and we can't.
But it's worse with KD. A little worse with KD.
It's not. It's different.
His man's was getting beat up. Like, you think, okay, you right now, we go walk outside or something, and somebody just jump on you. You think am I gonna join you or I'm gonna help you? I'm gonna aid in I'm gonna stay there and help fight with you. What you think?
Yeah, you'll probably help me fight.
Yeah. So the worst thing is helping the people that's assailing your boy. Like, y'all was brothers, and you leave your brother to join the people that was beating y'all up the year before that. Like, that man that's diabolical. I don't think nothing worse than that.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, but it's still the same thing. You join superstars. I think that's the main thing. You went and got rings. And it wasn't the most respectable way to get your rings. Like, you would, but what I don't want people to forget about is that you can't dissolve D Wade and Steph Curry for doing it, even though they didn't leave Miami and leave Oakland. They stayed, they stayed with their teams. They still, it's the same crime. Mm-hmm. It's just that we did it at your house. You get what I'm saying? You didn't leave your house. I came to your house and we committed the same exact crime. That don't mean, all right, we just go arrest him because he didn't leave his house. Yeah. And a lot of people keep trying to make it look like Wade and Steph didn't do nothing wrong by playing with a guy that they're supposed to be competing against. I think it was both countless. I think that Steph Curry knew a couple of things, and the Warriors knew this too. We beat Cleveland when Kyrie and Love both was hurt in the finals. Then we ran it back. We won 70-something games, had the best record in the league, struggled throughout the whole playoffs, got to the finals, and choked up a 3-1 lead with when Kyrie and Love was healthy with LeBron. And we realized that if they play physical against Steph, we can't beat them. So now there was like, man, if we're lucky enough to get here, because we had to overcome a 3-1 deficit to OKC to even get here. And Kawhi Leonard and San Antonio Spurs is coming.
Yeah.
So now we got OKC, who might add players, and San Antonio when they're healthy. If we get past both of those squads, we still have to end up facing Cleveland healthy. They didn't think they could do it. Mm-hmm. So the same move that Kevin Durant did by leaving OKC is the same move that the Warriors and Steph did by asking the second best player in the league at the time, some arguably the first, to come join them so they can beat LeBron and get out of the West. Because what they did is, now that you left OKC, now OKC is not a threat no more.
True.
Now you get to help us. Now you get to help us beat Kawhi.
Yeah.
Because you better than Kawhi. And then when we get to the finals, instead of Steph going head to head with LeBron, it's KD going head to head with LeBron, and Steph is matched up with Kyrie. All he got to do is outplay or match Kyrie, and then KD got it from there.
It's a mean trick.
It is a mean trick.
It was a mean trick the whole time.
And KD the only person to get blamed out of that whole bunch.
It's all their fault.
It's all of them. All of them. Yeah, you got to get in that mic too. It's all their fault. But listen, those are my thoughts, man. I'm gonna say a little bit more about it. Then I'm gonna open the phone lines up and see what y'all think. But I don't like the whole, because it seemed like this podcast is supposed to be trying to kill any narratives that LeBron think challenges what his empire is trying to build for him, as far as narratives and a storyline or a legacy, right? He's trying to make sure before I retire, I brainwash all my LeBronites to thinking that rings don't matter, bag don't matter, which we'll talk about in a second. And all of these things, man, like that, the whole podcast seemed like it's geared toward reconditioning the mind. That's why they call it Game the Mind podcast, not Mind the Game. They're just trying to recondition the mind, brainwash people, and get them to, reverse engineer everything they already knew. There's been not one time in the history of the NBA where we did not mention rings when we talked about greatness. Not one time. Now he wants us to change it. But let's go ahead and throw the phone lines up there. Phone lines are open. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Y'all call in. I already know Young go call in. He probably gonna be the first call. We know that. KD never been better than LeBron. That's false.
Never.
That's false. He better than him right now.
What?
He better than him right now.
No, he's not. KD can't lead a team.
That's a lie.
Which team he can lead? What team have he led? And
Caller from New York. Is this my girl Sabrina?
Yep. Yes.
What's good? What's good? What's your thoughts? Can you hear Brandon?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Can you, put the one in the chat if y'all can hear Sabrina. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Why you got Shaq lookalike up there? I know I'm not the first one that said that.
Nah, you might be the first.
Yeah, you first.
You might
Really?
be the first.
You look like Shaq.
Yeah, it's the beard. It's the beard.
No, it's the nose too. The smile, everything, just not the voice.
That bell pepper nose. That's my dog, man. That's my dog. But go ahead. What you think about ring culture? Is not a factor.
LeBron is delusional. He's doing exactly what you just said. He's trying to erase everything before he retires because he's actually a failure.
He's a failure?
For being in the league would be 23 and possibly 24 years, and he only has 4 rings. Not to mention 2 of the rings from 2 shortened seasons. I did my research from last night, Mel. When I forgot that 2011 12 season was shortened because of the lockout.
Okay.
And you asked me who should have been the runner up to that MVP that year? Kevin Durant.
Okay.
He had the only thing that LeBron had better than him that particular season, the shortened season, was assist. And he played 4 games less than KD out of the 66 games. I think they gave him the MVP award because of the way he collapsed in 2010-2011 finals. His whole damn career is manufactured by the NBA and Nike. I believe he only could have had 2 rings. And we know that he didn't have the MVP in the bubble. They took that away from him too. Took that away from
Anthony Davis.
AD.
Yeah, Anthony Davis was balling out of control.
And he's such a sorry individual when he got that MVP for the last Olympics, and he sits up there acting like he deserved it. Really? They took that from Curry. I mean, everything that he gets, he acts like he deserves it. He's so delusional. He's just despicable. He's remind me of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They the same people from a different mother.
Well, I'm gonna let Brandon ask you a question, man, because he's a guest here, man. So I'm gonna sit back.
Okay. LeBron's career, you feel like it was manufactured?
Most of it is manufactured.
Okay. So manufacturing, like you still got to put the leg work in, right? I mean, we can't agree with that. You got to put the leg work in, even with manufacturing. There's still some skill level you must have to complete the manufacturing.
Can you tell me what skill level he has?
He's been winning since.
I mean, he has no bag.
He has no bag.
Yeah, he can't dribble.
So
he travels like we take an express train. I live in New York. There's plenty of trains on the tracks.
So he has no bag, but yet we're in a league that's evolving, and this no bag still managed to get to the point of the most points in this whole league. He's won 4 championships. Without a bag, that's even more impressive. If he don't have a bag against a very highly competitive league now. And he still accomplished what he accomplished, even at 40.
I can't believe your age, and you still don't see the handwriting on the wall. How could you respect somebody who's so despicable as he is? All the things he's did throughout his career.
Can you tell me what?
Fixing teams. I mean, all these players that he had. How come you only got 4 rings? He wants to take all the glory when they win, and he's not even man enough to man up when they lose. He always coming up with BS. Up to the last playoffs when he got bumped out, he all of a sudden he has a tear. Really?
I think your point is valid.
How can you respect somebody like that?
Yeah, I respect the coach of the game. I think he approached the game perfect. He performs when he has to perform. And like he's scandal proof. Like it's a lot of things that you can add to his career that sometimes don't even translate in basketball. But he's you can say what anybody can say anything about him teaming up, but it happened before him and it's gonna happen after him. He accomplished what he accomplished while doing so. But I do feel that he get a lot of flack because I think the world expected him to win 20 championships, and that's not possible. But here we are at year 40, and he averaging 24 points still. Jordan averaged 20.
He has to get all his points in the first and second quarter because he has no gas in the third and fourth quarter. How many times has he collapsed in the fourth quarter?
You might be right.
How can you respect somebody who acts like he acts? Would you want the kids of the youth to mimic him? Crying on the court,
absolutely,
harassing the referees, flopping, all this foolishness.
It's part of the
a
game.
lot of them free throws he got is due to flopping. And this didn't just happen when he was in Miami either.
Yeah,
he had a game. He had a game when he first came into the league. He had a step back, but then he wanted to be lazy and take the easy way out because they gave him so much power, he abused it. So he didn't want to work for it. Michael Jordan worked for everything.
So
Kobe Bryant worked for everything.
LeBron lost his bat. He lost his bat.
Allen Iverson worked for everything. Nobody gave them their game. He has no game.
I just find it hard to believe that because he's still the top of the league with no game. So imagine if what you're saying is true and he actually got a game. How much greater than everybody would he be with a game?
Oh, well, maybe he should have proved that. I think he said he's the GOAT. He said he was the GOAT. You know what the GOAT means when it comes to him? Going on another team, not the greatest player of all time. That's what it meant. He's right about that. Going on another team. That's what GOAT means when it comes to him.
All right, Sabrina, man. Thanks for the call, man. We're going to get to another one, man. Appreciate you.
All right, later. I'm going to be watching.
All right, thanks,
as
Sabrina.
usual.
Yep.
All right, good night.
Man, Sabrina was cooking, dog.
I mean, She did. She had a good point, but it still remains this man is. I mean, you can't erase with history. You can't erase none of that. Everything he did up until this point and still continue to do.
I hear you, man. Caller from Washington. What's good?
How you doing, Mel? How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good.
How's
Good.
it going?
Hey, just to answer your question about LeBron's question about why ring culture matters so much in hoop, just my 2 cents on it. I'm not too knowledgeable on baseball or softball, but basketball, compared to like a sport like football, you can control the game more and you can dominate the game more individually rather than being a football player. Like you can still be a great quarterback, but you're also not on the defensive end. So when you are comparing ring culture to basketball, it really shows like how much dominant you are of a player because you can see that more in that sport. Like let's say like two players, like you mentioned, Mel, like great players. When you want to separate them, like let's say for example, like a Tim Duncan or a Kevin Garnett, if they both had one ring, it might be up in the air on who's a better player. Like some people might say KG's a better player than Duncan, or the other way around. But since you see Duncan has 5 rings, we can see the clear difference between the two. So that's kind of just like my little thoughts on it.
Okay, I kind of agree with that, right? I mean, it's a lot of people, just like you said, man, KG and Duncan, like dog, like take your pick. Like which one of them is the best power forward we've seen? A lot of people say Duncan, but that's basically because he was able to go get so many rings, and KG was only able to get 1. But if it was the other way around, if KG had the 5 rings and Duncan had 1, it'd be real hard to say Duncan is definitively better than KG. I mean, because they're so, I mean, like they top notch at their position, right? So the rings got to count for something. I like bringing up those 2 names though for sure, man, because I think they kind of help drive the point home. What else you wanted to say on the whole topic?
Oh, and I wanted to say, my man Brian, I think you might be a little disingenuous when you say Mike was the only athlete playing in the 90s, or Mike was just ahead of his time, which he was a great athlete. But if you plug in Mike in any era, he's still the 1% athlete playing in any basketball era. He ran a 4.3, or he was dotted as a 4.3 40-yard dash, and he has a 49-inch vertical. So in any era, he's a great athlete.
You know what that means for real though. And I said this before. I told them actually the basketball guys gave us Michael Jordan too early. He was supposed to come like 20 years from now. So he's really ahead of this time too. He was ahead of his time and this time.
Right. He's one of the best in any era.
Yeah. If that was evolution, we were supposed to get LeBron first, Kobe second, and then Jordan later, because Jordan is the better of both of them and more complete than both of them. So we actually got a futuristic player.
You said,
yeah, he's ahead of this time too.
So LeBron, you said we were supposed to get LeBron first.
Yeah,
Kobe?
the great player with no bag that's just forcing his way to the rim. Then you get a player that's actually adding all this other stuff to it, and then you get a player even more complete than that, and you end up with Jordan. Like we got it backwards. We got the better player the best player we've ever seen in the 80s.
No. I don't agree at all.
Wow.
LeBron.
I mean, but the sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What was you saying?
I was just gonna say, but there's always been like when people say athletes today are bigger, stronger, faster, like what is the proof of that? Because there's always been players that were athletic and very fast in any era. So like in the 90s, there was the Sean Kemps of the world, the Clyde Drexlers of the world, the Jordans of the world. So what is the evidence? There's always been athletic players.
That's true. But if you look at those same stats, like vertical jump, 40 yards dash times, you clock those players back then, which they didn't do. Like they don't have data for all those players. so the players now, like Jordan is the 1% and he stands out so much because of how far the gap of athleticism was for him and the next player.
Big gap. Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, my man. So who right now is more Chamberlain in his prime?
Say it one more time.
Who right now is more athletic than Will Chamberlain in his prime in the league?
I would venture to say LeBron.
I mean, yeah, you could argue that, but Will had the same 40-yard dash as LeBron, and he had a higher vertical.
Do you know the average center when he played, when Wilt Chamberlain played, was 6'5"?
That's a lie. It was 6'10".
He's playing against point guard.
I didn't mention who we played, but they were. I mean,
Hey man, y'all stupid, man. Hey, I seen Alex Caruso guarding Jokic, man. Come on, man. It ain't but 3 centers in this league right now.
But Jokic can't jump over 4 though. Like
that's not. But there was Willis Reed, Walt Bellamy, Elvin Hayes, like Wes Unseld. Like there was Hall of Fame there. Bill Russell.
Yeah,
Mike might have been playing too. I don't know. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. Hey, man, but thanks for the call, man. I'm gonna get to some other. Hey, go ahead.
I just want to say real fast, I think I saw some of your partners today when I was hooping in the military. I told you the big, dumb, strong, dumb bounce dudes.
Hey, look. He was stationed in Virginia with me. I was telling him earlier, he called in last week, and he was saying that the military dudes they play with in Washington, all they can do is lift weights and jump, right? And I was like, dude, I said the East Coast got the hoopers, dog.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to go to Virginia.
Yeah.
That's our biggest naval base.
Yeah,
we got we had hoopers in there, man. Hoopers was in Virginia.
He said he used to play D2. I was like, are you sure? I don't know.
Yeah, we got some. We got some big cappers too in the Navy too. They'll come in and tell you they was a whole drug kingpin before they joined. Yeah, I just wanted to put all that behind me and go to boot camp.
Yeah, royal ones. Yeah.
We got some big cappers too, man. All right, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, man.
No, your boy was good, man. You got through.
Man, what's up with it, man? Salute to talking about. Listen, but I respect your homie, man. But I called on behalf of him. Man, who was him? Like you capping for the role player like that? Stop it, man. Don't do that, man.
Hey, no, you won't. I'm gonna sit back and let y'all have it. I ain't even on camera right now.
Listen, say, but I'm gonna call and tell you something, man. I respect how you trying to help us farm and stuff. But when you put this on your own plate, when you start narratives because you failed at an all-time high, like we let you stack the deck. Who killed KD for going join Golden State? All right. You say join Golden State if the role player don't go there first? Because you got to think about this now. The role player was down 1-0 to a baby OKC team, and we saw the dramatic calls and the fouls that they was giving that team to keep them in the game. Kevin Durant was having an all-around better game, shooting from the floor, efficiency at an all-time high. If it weren't for a bad call and foul trouble, they was going down 2-0. They cannot let the face of the league go down 2-0 to a baby team like that. So at the end of the day, if you want to say LeBron is a better driver of the ball, I give you that. But as far as footwork, dribbling, get to his spots, can shoot from anywhere on the floor, that's not even a comparison when you one-dimensional compared to a dude that have a bag. Now, if you want to talk about that little Barbie bag that he got that's on that doll, I'll give you that. He keep a bag like that on his waistline or whatever, but he don't have no real NBA bag. So the narrative that these people be pushing and try to keep throwing them in your face every day, like these other players don't deserve to be talked about at an all-time great level, I think it's totally disrespect, and that's why the league is in shambles. Look at the last couple of final runs that he was in, even when he went for again with Golden State. John still owned that from 1998. He said it himself. He's chasing a ghost. He said Kobe Bryant was better than him. Now this one made me the GOAT. Like, you don't see the contradiction over and over. And normally when he fell, it's the type of antics that he come up with to keep his name in the media and in the archives, because he don't have no other way to do it as far as his game, because he always getting put out in the first round. And this is my last thing, and I'm gonna let you go. I noticed when he was in the East, he went to those 8 finals in a row with that super team. He still went 3-5. Then he went to the West, can't make the playoffs, get knocked out in the first round. This is the most we ever seen him get knocked out in the first round. You know why? Because his game haven't trickulated to the next level, and the West is even much harder. The West been hard like that since Jordan. Look all the 60-win teams he was beating in the West when he was going to the finals. Kobe had a hard run, 50-win teams. 50-win teams when he was making it. Now you go over there and you begging for your respect. I don't respect nobody like that. Like the lady said from New York, I forgot her name, but she was dropping gems though. And salute to Queen, bro, because there's a lot of people that's tired of this bull that's being pushed and narratives that's being pushed because you got the paid media. And at some point, that's why you got the OKC, you got Indiana, you got other teams that's doing it better. Like, come on, man. You can't keep holding this dude hand. 22 years is enough. We just seen enough, bro.
Hey, man, you might want to go ahead and hit Google, man, and get some of your facts, man. Because James
I get it.
James just laid it down quite nice, man. Okay.
Good.
All right, good.
So I agree with the bag. And KD, yes. KD is a once in a generation type player. But this would make this so phenomenal. In the year that we are in, this man that has all this hype came in with the hype. He is still sustaining this type of level of superstar. Not just that. Everybody say he don't have a bag. Okay, he ain't got a bag, but he still get his numbers. He still get his, not so much this season, but he still get his results. So not having a bag is not affecting his career because he's still at the pinnacle of points, and will at the end of his career going to be in the top 10 of every single statistical category we have. So
you don't think that's what he's playing for though? At this point, he ain't playing for ring.
He may be, but he at a point now like it's only so much the cap space can do. It's only so much front office can do. So he know, my time is running out. But if he's stat padding, it's no different than when Rodman would tip the ball to himself 30 times, and it's no different than that. LeBron,
but that was a specialist though.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be the number one option of a team. We ain't talking about a specialist now. Come on, if you're gonna compare that to Dennis Rodman, at least Dennis Rodman have a winning record when he was asked to do those things. How many championships he got compared to the role player stacking the deck losing? See how easy I can go there with you since you want to bring up him tipping the ball to himself, passing his stats, but he was winning doing it.
He was winning.
No, it's not.
But stat pad and stat pad. Like why
if you stat pad to win championships, that's something different. That's all I'm saying.
It is.
You got different levels of stat pad. When you look at him stat pad, I'm gonna give you a good example, and I don't mean to cut you off because I watched this dude for a lot of years. So when you look at the 2007 finals, when the Spurs played the zone defense on him, he never had no handles or no footwork. So he couldn't shoot outside of 3 feet. So his average went down from 27 to 22. He lost by 1, 3, 9, and 11. 2 of those games he could have won. But they killed John for not being able to beat the super team. But he wasn't the reason why they was losing. He was the one dropping 63 and 49. This man numbers went down. Now let's go 4 years later, from 2007 to 2011. His average went down again in the finals by 10. You average 27, 26. The Dallas Mavericks did the same thing. So this from 2003 to 2011, in 8-9 years, you still got the same bag, and the results showed when both of those teams played the same style defense on you, and you couldn't shoot outside of 3 feet when you wasn't able to attack the basket. That's not working on your game. Y'all say Kevin Durant couldn't win MVP when he played with Steph Curry, but he got through playing with D-Wade and Bosh. Water whip. Mm-hmm. We need straight drop over here. Thank you, Mel.
Go ahead. I want to hear the rebuttal.
Listen, okay. You say the bag thing. I'm stuck at. So LeBron game hasn't. You don't feel it's evolved like they used to go under the screen all the time on LeBron, all the time. You think they can do that now?
Okay. Yeah, they can do it because he's not efficient, especially in the clutch. It goes to show you when the rubber need to meet the road in clutch time. What do you say? Oh, I'm here to make the right basketball play. But superstars are here to take over the game like a Shea, like a Halliburton when he needed to. Halliburton was 4 points in the game before he got injured. Then he exploded in the second half and helped close that game.
Hold on, James. So you think the same way that the same game plan that San Antonio and Dallas beat him by forcing him to shoot jump shots can work now. I mean, listen, I critique, I critique LeBron just as much as anybody else, but I can admit that they're not going under his screens at the same clip that they was when he was in Cleveland.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when the rubber need to meet the road, the first 46 minutes, he ain't gonna shy away from that. He gonna pull it. He think he's Steph Curry because the game evolved into that. Steph Curry supposed to change the game to the 3-point shooting league. I agree with that. He out there shooting logos knowing he can't shoot. He hit him. Look, the sun shine on a dog's ass every once in a blue moon. And my grandpa always told me that. So if you have a good game, I'm going to give you a points case example. Remember he went for 25 against Detroit straight. Everybody read about that. But then with that same year, when he went to the finals, remember Detroit, that was the same team who lost to the Spurs in Game 7, even though without Ben Wallace. So without Ben Wallace being in the middle, he was able to attack the paint, get what he wanted. His jumper was falling. But you go play the Spurs in a championship that same year, why you didn't do the same thing? Why you didn't go beast mode? They played the same style defense. They just was Ben Wallace. So it was easy for you to score them 25 points. But now you got Tim Duncan down there. You got Malik Rose. You got other big men that can prevent you from going to the paint. The same way they was down 3-1 against Golden State. They was down 3-1 for a reason. Forget the Draymond suspension. When Bogan went down there, opened the paint up. Long as Bogan was there, he couldn't get to the paint. He couldn't drive like he wanted to. That's why he was down 3-1. I advise y'all to go watch that series with a microscope, bro. That's why KD was smoking him out, and the referees had to help him. He not built like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. The narrative, people starting to expose him on YouTube. Go look at the turnovers. Go look at the most missed shots. Y'all killed Kobe Bryant. Oh, he had the most missed shots. See what longevity gets you? Longevity can either hurt you or can help you.
What about clutch shots too? Like, yeah, he has a lot of turnovers.
He's not even taking no clutch shots in the full quarter. The boy had 11 points total against Mavericks, and then right now he's not taking them. Go look at the Minnesota series. How many points he scored in the full quarter? He played the whole full quarter and the whole second half of one of those games. They killed JJ Redick for that. How many points he scored? He's not taking that shot. He's gonna make the right basketball play because he's scared to fail. Once you're scared to fail, you beat.
I don't think
that's why people whooping him.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
I think
Curry got 2-1 record. KD got a 2-1 record. Tim Duncan got a 2-1 record. Kawhi smoked him 2 times. Everybody that's in your era, you can't say that about no other champion. Now, Bird and Magic was beating up on each other.
Right.
Detroit did a 3-year run. Jordan come. Elijah Wine, nobody beating up on him. He went back to back. Shaq kept getting swept, but when he got Kobe, they went 3 in a row. Nobody couldn't beat them. This man went 8 years and got 1 repeat, but he got two sweeps and 2 gentlemen sweeps. Like, come on, bro, you can't make this stuff up.
James, let's back up real quick, cause this segment was based on the clip of him saying the rings shouldn't be factored into which player is great and which player is not great. What's your thoughts on that?
Why you running Miami then? Why you ain't stay the course? Boston was almost out of there. Boston got hurt and they couldn't go back to back. Orlando beat them. Then you know why I'm mad about that? He got on the Pat McAfee show and said, I failed one time when I didn't beat Orlando. That's the only one you claiming? That's the only one you claiming. All the failures you got. What about 2011? What about 2009? 2009, you had 66 wins. You was top 1. You was top 3 in 3-point shooting, top 5 in defense. Y'all claim that these people wasn't helping them, but you the one that show up. You the one got weak-minded. So rings do matter, because if rings wouldn't have mattered, you wouldn't have left Cleveland and went to Miami. Then when you saw they took your cookies and you couldn't get Eric Spoelstra fired, you ran again. You can't keep running from that smoke. It's like Final Destination. I'm going to find you and I'm going to bury you, man. You can't run from me. You can't run from me. I'm going to find you everywhere you go. Go to LA. Like I say, you go to and you win that ring, you talking about now, give me my damn respect. You wouldn't have said that if you wouldn't have won that ring. You ring chasing. Ring do matter.
He definitely ring chasing.
The reason why it don't.
He's not stacking.
The reason why it don't matter right now because you know you're not about to catch Jordan.
Yeah, he's not stacking the deck for stats. He's stacking the deck for rings.
For rings. I mean,
so we know rings matter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, rings matter for sure. But James, thanks for the call, man. I got one more call I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna let Young Disciple come in. Thanks, man. You called in to cook, man. I appreciate the call, man. Yep.
Thank you.
All right, Young, you can call in real quick. You'll be my last caller. Brian.
Hey man, I still feel like I'm like in front of this argument, like this debate.
Huh?
I still ain't like understood yet why LeBron ain't. I mean,
why LeBron ain't what?
Same. He matched Kobe with clutch shots, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, but you don't think he more clutch than Kobe, do you?
I do.
You do.
I do.
Yeah. Interesting. You know,
more efficient too.
You know what,
more
man?
Efficient.
I learned this a long time ago. I was in the subway in New York, and this man walked up to me and said, "I'm the Messiah." And you know what I did? I said, "I'm not even gonna play with him." I looked right at him and said, "Lord, good morning." You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's how I feel when people come with the Bron language and all that stuff. Hey, look, you got it, dog. You got it. You think he's more clutch than Kobe? Got it. Hey, you got it, man. Caller from Texas. What's good?
Hey man, what's popping, man?
What's up, y'all?
Hey man, hey, what's your kinfolk name, man?
That's Brandon.
Man, tell him he got. Man, hey, what's up, Brandon, bro? You gotta do a better job, bro. Because you can't be no LeBron fan letting that stuff slide, man. What no, you was just saying, man. That was why, bro. Why you let people lie so much, man? I'm talking to you too, man. Down. Why you let people lie, bro?
What lie about what? What he lie about?
Man, he lying about everything he's talking about, bro.
But listen, I can't catch everything, y'all. Like, I mean, dang, man.
Bro, we just went over the clutch thing, bro, the other day, bro. You heard you seen that for yourself. This man just said LeBron don't take clutch shots. He trying to gas up KD, a nigga who had to join stealth, nigga, to even be looked at on the same level as LeBron. Like what I'm saying is
that's true. That's not true.
Hold up, bro. What's a lie? What's a lot, bro?
That's not true.
KD had a whole poem, a whole statement that he put out to the press, talking about he's tired of being number two because he's been number two his whole life. Like, stop it, bro. But listen, all that's feelings, bro. And you know how I feel about feelings, nigga. Put them in your pocket. Let's talk numbers.
That's right.
Okay. So shots to tie or take the lead. Since I'm saying LeBron not clutch, that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit y'all with facts. Like shots to these playoff numbers, bro. So this ain't no regular season. It's all playoff numbers. Shots to tie or take the lead in the final minute, right? Mm-hmm. That's clutch. You would say that's clutch.
That's
LeBron, right. LeBron 23 of 50, 46%. Kobe 12 of 44, 27%. KD 9 of 35, 26%. Steph 6 of 25. 24%. But you know that's the lowest number. So let's shrink the number down a little bit more.
Right.
Threes to tie or take the lead in the final minutes of a playoff game. LeBron 4 of 11. Kobe 3 of 17. KD 3 of 16.
Right.
Steph 3 of 14. So LeBron is the best on level 2. But let's shrink it down. Let's go down just a little bit more, man. Down. Shots to tie or take the lead in the final seconds of a playoff game.
Okay.
LeBron 14 for 35, 40%. Kobe 8 of 31 for 26%. KD 6 of 24 for 25%. Steph is 4 of 19 for 21%. But let's go down one more time. Let's go down one more time, man. Now that I'm done. Final 5 seconds. Shots to take the lead in playoff games. LeBron 8 of 20 for 40%. Kobe 4-18 for 22%. KD 2 of 11 for 18%. Steph is 1 of 6 for 17%. Buzzer beaters in the playoffs. LeBron got 5. Kobe got 1. KD got none. Steph got none. So what the hell are we talking about when we talking about clutch, bro?
Cook. Go ahead, cook up.
I didn't hear all of it. So you said buzzer beaters and shots after under 5 seconds.
Bro, I went through the final minute. Oh, hey, hold up. just in case you think, nigga, I'm bullshitting. Every metric LeBron smashed. Well, nigga, we'll go to 6 minutes. The NBA only classifies clutch as 5 minutes when the score is within 5 points or less. So we'll go to that stat, nigga. LeBron is 59 for 143, which is 41%. Kobe is 38 for 150, 38 out of 115. That's 32%. So what I'm saying is, what we talking about when we talking about clutch, bro? LeBron is the clutchest player since Michael Jordan, bro.
I think we're talking about what we seen when we watched the game. I mean, I would the same thing. You would have to send me or send me the source of what you're reading, and I would have to go through it because there's a lot of parameters with how they coming up with that stuff based on how much time left on the clock. Hold on. Young, you know the routine.
Okay,
I'll let you spin. I'll let you spin. I'll be quiet, and then I come calmly talking, and then you let me spin. Right? I ain't gonna be long, young. But I would have to look at exactly what you're looking at because there's a lot of parameters that they be putting on these stats. You know, like how much time left on the clock. Are they up or down 1? Are they down 2? Like they compiling all this data, and it's a whole bunch of stuff around it. You know what I mean? If you took statistics class, you know there's always ways to tweak and peak things and make it sound good based on what you wanted to sound good for. But I know one thing. I know one thing that's not getting conflated or twisted, and that's the games that I've watched. That's the that's the moments that I've watched, and when I watch Kobe play, that boy is clutch. That's a clutch mofo. You know what those stats aren't going to tell you is who they're playing. Is it playoff? Is it regular season? What is it? We know who clutch is. We know that when KD was trying to get those wins in the Olympics this summer, he looked off LeBron that was wide open for a 3, and he found Steph Curry, and he had to shoot a 3 over 2 people because that was a better shot than giving it to a wide open LeBron. But nobody did that for Kobe when he was on the Olympics. He hit those clutch shots. They was looking for Kobe in those moments because everyone knows Kobe is clutch, man. But that's my thoughts, though.
But big bro, did nobody say Kobe wasn't clutch?
I trust.
That's what you keep getting. That's what you keep getting.
I trust him more in clutch situations than I trust LeBron.
Bro, that's you.
What are you going off?
Bro, everybody that's talking, tonight, bro, can go off feelings, bro, and go off all that. All I'm saying is that if you say a player is clutch, right? You say a player is clutch, and then I give you data that backs up that LeBron has taken more, making more in every metric, bro.
That's supposed to happen when you play 1,000 years like a vampire.
Bro, Kobe played 20 years.
Yeah, in the first 2 years he was stuck on the bench because of Derrick Harris, and his last
so who fault is that, bro?
Hold on. And his last 2 years he was rehabbing that Achilles injury. He missed the whole season because of the Achilles. So we're okay. So yeah, but that goes to show you he's not playing. Like you're saying, he played 21 years. He didn't play 23 years 20. Like LeBron. And right, he played 20, and three of them really is a wash.
What does that mean though to LeBron, bro?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just putting things in context.
Thank you.
It just put things in context.
Bro. All that does is what I'm saying is, bro, is you can say that, but all that does is shine a light on LeBron. LeBron, 23, it's about to be 23 years, bro, and he ain't dropping off, bro.
I think that's good. I mean, the backhoe is working. That's fine, but that ain't got nothing to do with. That ain't got nothing to do with.
Right there, bro, that ain't called for, bro. Bro, we black, bro. I'm saying me and you, bro. One thing that we know, one thing that me and you know, bro, is that the feds, bro. The feds were like nothing more, nigga, like than to catch LeBron and hang LeBron, bro. So for us to be from the community that we from, bro, and the feds declared him, bro, how dare we still try to put that on this man, bro? Like I'm just being 100 when I say that right there, bro.
I ain't cutting LeBron no slack because of his skin color.
That ain't cutting no slack, bro. I'm saying we know that the feds, bro, if LeBron was guilty, bro,
I don't know
we
that.
know the feds.
I don't know that. What billionaire you think the feds is after?
Bro, what Epstein ass at?
What Jordan's son that all that coke he done? You think people after him?
Bro, the feds.
The feds don't come out to billionaires unless they make major mistakes. The feds ain't coming out to billionaires. No,
the feds got lawyers. They got bro. The feds get everybody, bro. So you telling me from where you from? Like niggas was able to dodge the feds, bro?
But they're not, bro. Oprah got a whole school in Africa, and kids are getting assaulted, missing, all types. Ain't nobody coming out. Ain't nobody coming out to no billionaires like that, man.
Bro,
what you thinking,
bro? What you thinking, bro? So why was Epstein ass nigga? Why Epstein dead?
Because he told on some people that he had too much evidence on a whole bunch of people, and he got caught up, and he needed to go.
Big bro,
he needed to go.
But bro, you gotta have some type of journalistic like integrity, bro. Like right now, bro, I'm saying right now, bro, you going on hearsay, bro.
What you mean hearsay? Hold on.
That's hearsay, bro.
How's it hearsay when you just told me the feds would like nothing but to catch LeBron up? The feds ain't after him.
What you mean? They
the feds are not after him,
bro. The feds, bro. They survey, bro. Have you not read the statement, the thing they put out? Hey, bro, they cleared him because they was investigating him, bro.
Bro, you doing too much.
Okay, now I see, bro. Now I understand, bro. That you don't dive deep in. My nigga, bro. My nigga, when you get off of this thing right now, bro. Read that 1,000-page document that the feds put out clearing LeBron, bro.
Yo, what does that got to do with you saying the feds are after him?
No, I say the feds would like nothing more.
Why? I'm telling you that they don't want him like that. They don't. You're trying.
Bro, they've been watching them since 2014. Like what you? Bro,
you think they've been watching him? They're not watching him, dude. Did you see the Olympics say after a game, let's do a drug test on KD and Steph, and just didn't touch LeBron at all? Did you see that? Ain't nobody after LeBron, dude. That's not true, dog.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Ain't nobody after him. If they would, if they was after him, they would be drug testing him every turn. I don't think he had a drug test.
Bro, for what?
Because you said they was after him.
What? Like, did they drug test Jordan like when he was here when he was in the Wizards?
We're not gonna do whataboutism. We talking about LeBron. We talking about LeBron. But this is my statement.
Any player that played 20 years.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is my statement. My statement is this.
Come on, man, stop it.
If people were after LeBron to try to catch him up in some type of case with alcohol or steroids, he would be getting drug tested at every turn. He would have a lot of pressure on him, and that pressure is
no, they wouldn't.
The only thing you're talking about is an investigation, and I've seen several investigations that
lasted for 10 years.
I've seen several investigations where they didn't want to find anything. And there's no investigations that really last 10 years. That's how you know that they wasn't really doing nothing. No investigation. Nobody want to. Listen, why would the feds? Why would the feds spend? Listen, why would the feds spend 10 years investigating an athlete for steroids? Why? That's a waste of taxpayers' money. That's a waste of taxpayers. That's a waste of money. That's the waste of money. That's a waste of money. If I was LeBron and I'm a millionaire, there's no. If I'm a billionaire, there's no way I get caught up with no steroid case. Impossible. Money talks.
So what you're gonna do is okay. So if you're gonna have, like I'm saying, stand on that right there. Don't ever say guilty. Don't ever say innocent until proven guilty. Like don't ever say that. Like so you basically
about billionaires.
What does that mean, bro?
Bro, we talking about taking some type of alcohol or something like that the feds is not about to spend 10 years. Like, if you really believe that, I'm sorry, dog. Like, if you really believe, I don't care what, I don't care what you read that.
Why was the feds in baseball then?
If you really
Why was
believe,
the feds in baseball?
well, you got to go back and find that out. But we're talking about LeBron and the NBA. If you really think that feds was saying, let's waste resources, time, and money to investigate one athlete for 10 years, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
So why was Congress in baseball?
I don't know. I don't watch baseball like that. I can tell you about basketball though.
I'm telling you, bro. The feds, if the feds want, why was the feds investigating Martin Luther King? Like, bro, do you know the feds?
That's a whole. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing,
bro. What you just, all I'm saying is, bro, the feds, if the feds want you, bro, like they will exhaust all resources, bro, like to get you, bro.
Not for steroids, dude. Nobody's about to go all out for steroids.
Bro. So why did they get big? Why did they, bro? Why did they get Victor Conti? Why did they get Victor Conti?
Bro, nobody. You said a 10-year investigation that came up with nothing.
Why did they get Victor Conti, bro?
Bro, that don't make no daggone sense. 10 years came up with nothing. Stop it. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What, bro? We don't know what to, like. So you want me? So this what I'm saying.
I just don't believe it.
Hold up. So you want me to go off what you think rather than going off what the Fed?
No. You can go. You can go off that Fed document for sure. I mean, you can go off the documentation that said we landed on the moon, and you can go off all the documentation. You can go off the documentation that Oswald.
So for you, the Earth
hold on. You can go off and say, oh, that guy with the magic bullet that unalive JFK. You can go off that. All that stuff is documented as well. If you believe everything that's documented, that's fine. I, for one, don't. Right. So I don't believe.
So you don't believe nothing that's documented. So how do you? I don't believe whether to believe it or not.
I don't believe everything that's documented. I do my own.
How do you know what to believe or not?
I do my own. I do my own fact finding, observation, research, all that stuff. But if I want to come to a conclusion on what I believe or not, I'm not just going to take anything that's documented and say, oh well, I don't have to research it because here it is. It's documented.
So how do you know what to take? How do you know what to receive?
I just told you by my own observation, my own research, my own.
But you just said something about Balco, bro.
My own.
But listen, you have nothing factual behind it.
2 + 2 is 4.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right.
That ain't real.
2 + 2 is 4.
Bro, that ain't real, bro.
No, 2 + 2 is 4.
I don't know who told you that, but bro, that ain't real. Like what I'm saying is that so it's not innocent until proven guilty with you. It's what you think.
I don't know how you come up with that from what I said. You know, you all over the place. But what I will say is that just because something's documented, it's a lot of things. I didn't say that. Is a lot of things that are smoke and mirrors. Right.
Yeah, I didn't say that, bro.
Like Trump just released the whole JFK files, and everything in that's documented still don't make sense, right? Of what we can read. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, listen, you can't believe everything.
I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is that what you're saying is cool and all that, bro. All I'm saying is that I read the documentation about the LeBron,
and you believe it, and I'm cool with that. I look, young. I love that for
bro,
you.
I have no reason.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I love that
you
for
got
you.
Reason? I'm saying, listen, you got facts to say that it ain't true.
I love that for you that you can read FBI or Fed documentation. You be like, yep, that's exactly how it went down. I love that.
I'm saying, bro,
no, I love it. No, I love it.
Not true,
no, but I love it. I love that for you.
Okay, well, if you don't got no facts, nigga, that say it ain't true,
keep living that way. No.
Don't believe it.
I'm not trying to convince you though.
You can't.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to convince you.
Over no facts.
Come on, nigga. Only thing I'm saying is that what I believe.
Nigga, how many people in this chat?
You're the one that's trying to convince me. I'm not trying to convince you.
Bro, I ain't trying to convince you with shit.
But then what is all this talking for?
Nigga, because I'm talking about where we from.
All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again, young. Let's try this again, young. And we'll
understand what I'm saying.
We'll see who's trying to convince who. Let's try this again. I don't believe the documentation or what you're talking about with the feds. That's not my belief. Hold on. That's not my belief system. That's not my belief system. All right.
So what you believe?
Now, once I say that, if you're not trying to convince me, your next response should be, "Oh, okay,
No, it
well,
ain't.
cool. I do
No,
believe
bro,
it."
no,
And then end
it,
it.
bro.
Hold on.
No,
Let's
that's
end
you,
it.
bro.
Let's try it again. Let's
That's
end
for
it.
you. Well, let's end it.
Let's
Let's end it.
not
Let's
go in
end it
circles.
then. Let's end it then,
We're
bro.
gonna end it
I'm
properly
saying,
though. We're gonna
let's
end it
end it
properly.
then.
I don't believe that. You do.
I do.
Period.
That's
We
it.
done? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, we done. I mean,
I bid you a good night.
Yes, we done.
I
You
bid-
too, my nigga.
I bid you a good night, sir.
You too, my nigga.
Thanks. Thoughts. Your thoughts. Your thoughts.
Oh man, I still stand with what the initial thing was. I think there's no holes, man. There's no holes. The Fed, this stuff about all the stuff with Feds is more. I think that's tied to the Diddy case. But when we talk basketball, that's a totally different thing, man. So that's why I stand with it.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm over here eating, y'all. Every time I cut the camera, I'm trying to take a bite of something.
Oh man.
All right, let's get to the next topic, y'all. We kind of alluded to this a little bit.
Yeah,
we was talking about LeBron's bag.
We directed straight to that.
Or lack thereof.
He got a bag.
What's in it though?
Stuff that nobody can stop. If it's a downhill, straight downhill layup, dunk, you can't stop it. Why would I stop? Shaq said, if I can get the dunk 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna take the dunk 10. Why not?
Well, you ain't got to practice basketball then. Like,
yeah, you do.
So basically, all that gym work Jordan was doing, Shaq was just eating.
When you most dominant, you compare. You said this a lot of times too to me. LeBron and Shaq are the most dominant, physically imposing. So you put them against somebody else. Why not use what God gave you? Okay,
so if we're talking about a tool bag,
yeah,
right, it's a lot of different ways to do a job, right? You might need a screwdriver, you might need a tape measure, you might need a lever, you might need a hammer.
Yeah.
So you telling me all Shaq and LeBron got is the hammer? It's even if I want to screw a screw in, I ain't got no screwdriver. I'm just gonna hammer it.
We'll do it work.
I'm gonna hammer it in there.
Do it work.
I mean, you might get it to go through, but
you gonna get it to go through.
You might get it to go through, but sometimes you need finesse.
Finesse is for the appealing of the eye. Like people that like finesse, they like, kind of like an orchestra. That's finessing. When you dominant and efficient, when you look at numbers and efficiency, the kid out of Akron, man.
I don't know about that, man. Well, some say I'm dripping with finesse, but let's hear what Ray Allen said about the bag.
All right.
Noticed this on social media where there was a discussion about LeBron doesn't have the bag. Now, I didn't realize what they were saying, so I asked Marvin. He interpreted that since he's younger, and he says that means that he doesn't have go-to moves. I thought it was money was the bag, and he goes, no, it can mean a lot of things. So LeBron doesn't have the bag. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think over the course of a player's career, you kind of consistently see what they can do on a regular basis, and they do that. You pay to see them play. You go watch them play, and they do that move that they do consistently, and nobody could stop it. There's so many players over the history, and just kind of when you look at the NBA today, we've lost a lot of skill from that standpoint, because even when I came into the league, we had mid-range players, we had great pick and roll players, we had great post-up players, and so now it's kind of like you're looking at a league of guys that you're shooting. It's a lot of one-on-one stuff. You're shooting a lot of threes, and ironically, between OKC and Indiana, they're probably two of the few teams in the NBA that are shooting mid-ranges. And that's evident in how they got here today to be in these finals, because they're not relying on analytics to only shoot threes. They're making sure they get into the paint. So when they have those scoring droughts, Halliburton drives. Like in the Game 7 against New York, or game 6, I think it was, Halliburton just pick and rolls, got into the paint, and he scored. And so ultimately, when you talk about a guy having a bag, it's having that pet move where they can get to it and nobody can stop it. And LeBron has always been an unstoppable, undeniable force, where if you put a bigger guy on him, he can't keep up with him because he doesn't have the footwork. And you put a smaller guy on him, he doesn't have the size. So LeBron's never really had to have a pet move because he can just go downhill and score over everybody.
Yeah, but
so basically what he's saying is no, LeBron don't got a bag. However,
he didn't say that.
He don't need it. You don't think so? They don't think that's what he's saying?
No, he didn't say that at all.
You don't think that? You don't think he basically just said he don't have a bag?
He said what I said.
Which
he
is
said,
what?
If you don't need a bag, he don't have to. If say he don't have a bag, let's just everybody in the chat, everybody in America, he don't have a chat. I mean, he don't have a bag.
He got a bag. It just ain't nothing in it. But go ahead.
Yeah,
ain't nothing in it except a hammer.
But
he got a hammer. He doing all his jobs with a hammer. But go ahead.
It's an Army Swiss hammer then, because all the stuff he accomplished with that just one hammer.
Boop, boop, boop. That's it. Yeah. Hammer.
But I mean, look at the results.
Hammer time.
The results he yield.
Hammer.
That's what Ray Allen was saying. He was saying if he doing all this without a bag, why stop? If I can go downhill every time off a pick and dunk or score or get a pass, why would I start doing it?
You don't need nothing in your bag because the hammer is working. If I can screw in with a hammer, why get a screwdriver?
Absolutely.
So that's basically so if I don't need footwork to just run full speed at the rim, why practice footwork? I can just run, which is why the offense of 4-man out or 5-man out, high screen and roll, head full of steam, head start running. It's almost like track. He might as well get in the blocks. And then somebody, pow, he just take over high screen and roll and run to the rim, full speed jump. It's really track and field. It's take off out of the blocks, and then once you get to the rim, is a high jump or a long jump.
Yeah.
Or get the ball up to a player who got skill that they can shoot it, and I get the assist.
TJ said the most profound thing.
Where's TJ at?
If you can't stop me watching, that is the TJ. You got to be brilliant.
Yeah, look, and I'm fine with that train of thought, but the question is, does he have a bag? And I think that before you say if you can't stop me, I think the answer should be no, he doesn't have a bag, but he don't need one. I think everybody is okay to say that. It's okay for LeBron to say, yeah, I don't got no bop in my game, but I don't need no bop. Shaq admitted, he said, look, boom, boom, pow. That's all I'm giving you. I don't need no bop.
True. It's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean, why he just can't say that?
But he do have a bag though. So like,
it's only got a hammer in it though.
No, it's just because you saying it don't mean it's true.
But, okay. What are the finesse tools? Screwdrivers. That's finesse. You're not brute forcing. You know what I mean? You can
wrench,
little finesse because especially the sockets and the wrench is doing the work for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not a lot of elbow grease, not a lot of power to it, you know what I mean? Just scissors, finesse. You cut, precise.
Can you
precision?
Can you equate those finesse skills that you're talking about that he don't have? Can you tell me what those are so I can see if he has
footwork, mid range, scoring in the phone booth, post, scoring with. You ever heard like a carpenter say measure twice, cut once? Yeah. That means you don't have to waste a lot to get the job done. So scoring in a phone booth with
like Melo,
a lack of space, a lack of time, a lack of dribbles.
Yeah.
That's called measure. But when you need the entire floor spread for you to get your shots off in your offense, that's not precise. That's not precision.
But how many players that phone booth player that you just described? How many players are like that in history?
In history?
Yeah.
Kobe, Michael, Carmelo, KD, Kyrie.
It's getting thin now.
Bird.
It's getting thin now.
Bird. Paige Bucher.
You said Bird?
Larry Bird. Not our friend Bird.
No, that's what I know. Yeah, I mean it sounds just absurd.
Phone booth.
Okay, so that was 7 in the history of the game.
Yeah, that's off the top of my head though.
Yeah, but those players will stand out because that's a acquired finesse skill, as you say. the fact that LeBron don't possess that particular skill, and his is more dominance and speed and power. If I'm genetically better and bigger and faster, why would I play this finesse game with you when I'm actually taking away my Superman powers to just play like you do? Like
it's cavemanish though.
But why would I? We X-Men. I'm the Hulk, and you.
It's the difference between me taking a crap and I got a bidet that washes me off and then I wipe really well, and then a bear just wiping his butt with a rabbit. You know what I mean?
What? A bear has been, yeah. I don't think it was a good one, man. That was a good one. A bear. I see what you're saying, though.
That's what it is. It's just let me just run to the rim.
Nah, it's the same.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, a bear ain't he not getting that thing precision.
I guarantee that bear butt gonna be cleaner than.
Nah. I don't even think he really care like that. It's just, you know what I mean.
Hey man, hey, you gonna try to find any way to do Brown like this, but with bag or no bag, he's the pinnacle to shoot for points scored in the NBA right now. Right now, we can talk about right now. So right now, he's still active at 40, still high, playing at a super high caliber. You can't when your famed Jordan, and I love Jordan too. He from our place. But at 40, Jordan didn't look like this.
Why not?
I mean,
he looked damn good to me.
He looked like, did he look like LeBron though? I mean, his 40 look like LeBron 40? Okay.
No, his 40 didn't look like LeBron's 40 as far as jumping high. And Michael Jordan, even when he won his last championship against Utah, he didn't dunk as much. And when he did dunk, he would act like his knees was hurting. Right.
Yeah.
So but being 40 and then your knees actually acting like they're 40-year-old knees that have jumped in the league for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
There's no knock on you looking 40 when you're 40. I mean, he didn't look 40. He looked on better than, not like an average 40-year-old in the NBA or in the world. He didn't, he would look better than that.
Hold on. We talking about the same when he went to the Wizards?
Yeah.
He looked about 60. His game looked 60. He didn't look 40 at all, man.
That's a daggone lie.
He looked about 60.
That's a daggone lie, man. You out there, bro. Tell the truth and shame the devil, man. Like, the devil is proud right now that you just did that. That's a lie.
I am being like, he had some great moments because the world, the same way they say they try to push the LeBron narrative, they pushed the Jordan narrative. They wanted Jordan to succeed. Everybody says when Jordan was clicking on all cylinders, you heard what Isaiah Thomas said. Hey, when Jordan did that, he helped us get paid. Like, he was marketable. So we want to ride this horse as long as we can. Even when you look, you 40 and look 65.
So you trying to make it seem like he was like Larry Holmes out there.
Flavian sick.
But that's a daggone lie. You out there, hey,
Flavian sick,
bro. I hope, man. I'm glad it's not Thunder and Lightning right now.
Not compared to, like, man, it was still a successful.
He made All-Star, bro.
Yeah,
right.
You don't think that was it? Was it an amnesty All-Star? As he was going out the door.
I mean, out of 12 people on each team.
Yeah.
Do you think he was outside of the top 24 players in the league?
Yes, I do.
That's interesting. I don't think so.
20 points a game.
I don't think so.
That's still
20
impressive.
points a game. Yeah, ain't no wrong with 20 points a game.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's solid. Very solid.
Yeah, for someone that was sitting at a front office with a tie and dress shoes on for 2.5 years and just said, I don't like the way y'all hustling. I'm gonna come out here and show y'all how to hustle. Right. He looked daggone good. I mean, he was a sharpshooter. He was a jump shooter. And then he came out there and did that. He jump shot. He like LeBron's claim to fame was his speed, leaping ability, and athleticism his entire career. Michael Jordan transitioned from speed, leaping ability, athleticism to a precision, precise phone booth score with less than 3 dribbles per attempt, less than 3 seconds per shot, right?
Yeah.
And without the ball in his hand majority of the time. You know what I mean? So that's how he got his points, catch and shoots.
True.
2 dribble pull-ups,
Yeah.
post-ups, fadeaways. That's how he got his buckets.
Mm-hmm.
So from that standpoint, he looked good. But in your mind, you're thinking he's not running and jumping like he did in the 80s. And LeBron looks like he's still running and jumping like he did,
Cleveland. Yes.
you know, at least the last 5 to 6 years. He's still doing it the same way.
Same way.
And it's more impressive to you that he's still jumping like that, but it's not impressive to you that a sharpshooter is still sharpshooting.
No, it's impressive. But as far as the thing you say, he don't have a tool, like he don't have a bag. You know, everybody's saying that. But he's using that non-bag better than
that hammer.
Than the person who had a bag. He's using his non-bag longer and more efficient.
That hammer.
Yeah.
How long have you used your hammer? I got a hammer right there. I done had it since Virginia. It's still over there. That hammer still work. And I got it from AutoZone. It ain't even a good hammer.
Look,
you know what I mean? A hammer work. I'm just hammering some nails. I'm just running full speed to the rim.
But if it's effective, you can't, like Ray Allen was saying, if it's effective, why would I need to change it? If I can go past you right every single time and you can't stop me going right, why would I go left?
Because the near fact that at some point someone's going to stop you from going right, you're going to meet your match. So you need to be prepared for it. Like you can't wait to San Antonio expose your weakness to try to work on it the next summer. You done already lost a championship, right? So what a superstar would really be doing, a player like Kobe or Jordan, is they will be identifying their weaknesses themselves before other people do, and they will be working on it and getting it sharp before it gets exposed.
True. But again, who has stopped him? Who has stopped him?
San Antonio and Dallas.
Okay.
And Golden State and Orlando.
Well, we can use Golden State both ways.
Dwight and Orlando.
You know what he did to Golden
Boston Celtics. Detroit Pistons.
You can yeah.
Minnesota this year. A lot of people don't stop that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he ain't just like this female just walking around here that nobody can get at. The nigga getting cracked.
Nah, he ain't.
The nigga getting cracked. People getting at him.
LeBron babies.
Nigga walking around here uncovered.
Oh man.
Nigga getting cracked, man. Let's listen to some more Ray Allen, man.
You know, the casual fan doesn't appreciate that, Ray. They don't see what you see. They want to see, like, oh my God, there's a sky hook or Iverson breaking ankles. You know, LeBron with physicality. You know, nobody's going to go, wow, look at that. And, you know, Jordan had the aesthetics. I mean, he had, you know, whether it was the fadeaway, going to the hoop, all of those things. It just feels like because LeBron his game doesn't look pretty, you know, therefore he doesn't have a bag.
Well, I mean, also it's statistic driven. The league is, because the guys are scoring more. So being able to get to the free throw line, being able to score in transition and take the first shot available, you know, you really don't have to, because I think even with Giannis, the year before they won the NBA championship in Milwaukee, you can see that he was trying to play a certain way where he had to have the ball in his hands. He was trying to make a move and he didn't have it. He didn't have that skill set. And it hurt Milwaukee's offense. And then the following year, when he started kind of moving the ball, got the ball to Drew. Drew was their one of their go-tos. And then Middleton was a guy who down the stretch would score a lot for him. And so Giannis stayed in his lane where he got scored in transition. You know, if he got a wide open shot, he took it, but he didn't overassess his abilities. And I think a lot of times that's what it boils down to, is just understanding who you are and just sticking there. And you have to rely on your team. So with LeBron, you know, that's just the pop culture way of saying that he doesn't have a go-to move that people can rely on seeing from him every night. But he's still, as much as he's in the game, he's still going to score 25 plus points a night just because he has pure dominance.
So he said he don't have a go-to move that people can really look at and rely on. And I think it's some truth to that. Like you think about Dirk's fadeaway go-to move. You think about Tim Duncan's bank shot out of the post and pretty much his entire post go-to move. You think about Michael Jordan's fadeaway or his pull-up jump shot. You think about Kobe's post fadeaway and his pull-up jump shot. Like all of these are go-to moves that they could go to that. You know, Kareem, skyhook, all of that stuff, man. Like this is stuff that you're adding to your bag, getting better and getting better. Okay, I come back this season, I got something new for you. What Ray Allen is saying is that he think when people say he don't have a bag, it's because they're not visually seeing him say that it don't matter what time of the game it is. If I need a bucket, I could always do this thing. And it seemed like his move is running full speed at the rim, and that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that we could say that that's his go-to move?
He has far more than that. He I don't think like it's not classified as a bag thing. It's classified he gonna get whatever done. Like passing is a skill, assisting is a skill. So if
gang with an assist,
that's a skill.
So we just go with this. Hey man, time out. Draw up the game with an assist.
No,
they don't do that. They everybody get out of Jordan's way. Give Jordan the ball. He's about to take the shot. Nobody's saying draw the game winning. No.
Was it a skill when Jordan drew the double and triple and kicked the Paxson, kicked the Kerr?
It was a skill. It was a skill that Kerr and Paxson hit the shot.
So passing not a skill.
Passing is a skill.
Yeah. So the thing that people try to diminish most, saying he's a passive player, he has
a go-to move though. If passing it, if the sky hook is Kareem's go-to move and passing it is LeBron's, that's hilarious.
What's Kawhi's go-to move?
The pull-up jump shot.
That's his go-to move
in the mid-range. Yeah, getting to just like his SGA's go-to, getting to that mid-range, getting to those spots, the elbows or anywhere baseline mid-range, they got it.
But LeBron do the same thing.
That is not his go-to. He can do it. That's not his go-to. He don't trust it enough for it to be his go-to.
So since it hasn't been dubbed his go-to yet, it can be used against him. That's what's happening. Like just because I don't do it and say, hey, this is what I'm known for. Like DeMar DeRozan, that's mid-range king.
Mm-hmm.
He's known for that.
Yeah.
Just because he ain't had nothing dubbed to him because he do everything. That I don't
you gotta talk to Ray Allen on that. Ray Allen said he ain't got no go-to.
But he summed it up at the end. Like, why use it? If I can get down here and dunk it, what I need a bag for?
So his go-to is track and speed or track and field.
That's fine.
So his go-to is the same thing as Usain Bolt's.
I love it. I love it.
Boom.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
John Madden style.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I love it too, man. I love that for LeBron, man. Running full speed on the basketball court is your go-to move.
I mean, it's part of the game. Running, jumping.
Running and jumping is part of track and field, mostly though.
Yeah, but when you 6'9", 270,
two whatever. Just throw it whatever number out there.
Machine.
Yeah, it could be 220 one day. Next day it's 290. Whatever you want it to be.
He in that ballpark.
He in that ballpark. Yeah. And all the ballparks. And ballpark Franks, like all of that.
Nah.
No.
What?
Paul.
Ballpark Franks. They like the chat up.
They is like the chat. How many likes we got on there, man? Because we got 232 in the chat. We should have at least 215 likes. How many likes we got?
26. Four likes.
Nah, ain't no way. You got to refresh that. Ain't no way we got 4 likes. Let me check. Yeah, you might have to exit and come back in. How many likes you see? If I can't get 200 likes, well, I don't think we even go get to that third topic. We'll try again tomorrow. Cause they be cheating me on the likes, man. I'm like, dang, man, I be losing sleep. I got work in the morning. And I be trying to get them content, man, and they can't even just hit the like button for me. It be hurting my feelings a little bit.
227.
We got 227 likes.
Yeah.
No, that's how many
people that's on.
Yeah. We got 112 likes right now. Come on, y'all. Let's get the 200 likes, man. Let's get to 200. I got 116. What you got?
Let's say 116.
Yeah, 116. Come on, y'all, man. Let's get to 200, man. Why y'all do me like this every single night, y'all? Dang, man.
Easy. Hit that up.
Yeah, real easy, man. I done delivered y'all a Bron night on the silver platter, man, so y'all can call in and toast them.
And they be going in over this.
Yeah, and they can't even give me the lights, man. I done delivered this on the silver platter, man, all the way from the East Coast.
Yes.
Dang, man, 122. Come on, let's get to 200, y'all. It's 230 in here, man. It can't be more than 30 haters in here. Can't be that many haters, y'all. Man. Let me just play this until we get the likes up.
I've been hating you too long to stop now.
You're retiring. You want to be free.
My hate was growing stronger in the world as you became a habit to me. Don't make me stop. I hate you.
Let's see where we at. 135. All right, man. That might be enough. I think we can get to 120. Y'all moderators, y'all watch it for me. Make sure we get to 200. Let me know when we get to 200. I'll spare y'all the music, man. We go to our last topic, y'all. Ja Morant and Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith always saying some crazy stuff in the on his little first take show on ESPN. And he's always getting athletes pissed off at him.
Always.
And now I guess he got Ja Morant pissed off at him, right? It started with the trade Desmond Bain from the Grizzlies to Orlando. And they was having that conversation with the Morris twins on ESPN. And I think the first part of it was centered around if they think Ja Morant should get traded. Right, which is a whole good conversation, right? Yeah. Should he get traded? They got rid of Desmond Bain. Or they breaking it up. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they break. That's what you get when from eating on trying to eat on screen. But are they breaking up the Grizzlies? Yeah. Should Ja Morant be traded? So that's the first thing that they was talking about. Then the second thing, he said something so crazy. He was like, Jimmy Butler and some other players told me they don't want to go play in Memphis because it's too dangerous out there. Right. So you're here his reasoning behind why they need to at least entertain the idea of trading Ja Morant to see how much they can get for him. And then you're gonna hear him say, hey, nobody wants to play in Memphis because it's too dangerous, man. And I want to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna play this first, and then I get your thought.
Okay.
His talent is not what I'm questioning. You got to pay him because he's star caliber. You walk through the turnstile, see this brother play, and he is special. I'm not questioning his talent, but guys, here's where we got to start asking ourselves, looking ahead. I'm gonna throw something by y'all. Since he signed his contract extension, he's got about 3 seasons under his belt. He's only played like 120 games. You know, he missed 32 games last year. didn't play in more than 6 consecutive games in any stretch this season. Now I'm going to blow y'all away. Do you know he was on the injured list 15 times? 15. This season with 8 different ailments: hamstring, shoulder, knee, foot, back, hip, thigh, illness. 15 times. Now, the best ability is what? Availability. And if there's a question, about his availability, now we got to have a different discussion, because you see, I need you on that damn court, because you're going to sell out. You're going to make money for us because you're a showstopper. We know what you can bring. Let's look at the stats, though. Minutes per game, career low, 30.4 last season. 45% field goal shooting, not bad, but his lowest since 2021. 23.2 points, not bad, but his lowest since 2021. So when you combine that with the injuries, the trajectory doesn't seem to be going in the right direction. I'm not saying don't pay him. I'm saying we got to sit down and have a conversation. No, it ain't about his damn character. He's a good brother. It ain't about that. It's about your availability and how much you also want to be here, because Memphis ain't the ideal spot.
I want to hear you say why you think
the people in Memphis is a great sports town, great fans, great people. Yeah. But there's an element there where cats like Jimmy Butler and others don't feel it's the safest environment. I'm talking to the local authorities in Memphis. You got to clean some of that stuff up, because it's dissuasive to NBA players. They have talked about it. I know, they've told me.
All right, so we got 2 things to address. First, him saying that Ja Morant, you know, he stays injured, he's injury prone, all this stuff. You got to think about all this stuff, and then think about if it's a good idea to keep him or let him go, right? You know, see what you can get from him. Address that part first if you think it's time for Memphis to go ahead and give up on him. And then after that, address the part about him claiming that Jimmy Butler and all these dudes saying they don't want to play in Memphis because it's too dangerous, man. Your whole thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do think that it's time to Ja to go. You know, it's a business decision at this point. I mean, it should always be that, but they should go ahead and see what, you know, shop him out in the market. He's a great player. You know, we know he's dominated his position. He's you know, but he's injured a lot. You know, so. Like you said, you know, availability is key. So I personally think the Grizzlies should, you know, go ahead and part ways with Ja. He's it's almost like he's a fading star now. Like he had his peak, you know, and he just started kind of fading away. So yeah. So to answer your first question, yeah, I do think it's time for go ahead and part ways, because blow the whole roster up and start over. And sometimes it takes that. You know how we are in Charlotte. You know, we've been doing it for a little while. So yeah.
What you think about him saying? Now Stephen A. Smith, man, he said a whole bunch of nonsense, right?
Yeah, he do.
Right. Some of the stuff I don't even be believing.
Right.
Right. So now he's saying his source is Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler and some other guys have told him that the reason why nobody want to come to Memphis to play because it's dangerous. You ever been to Memphis? You drive trucks?
Yeah, been a couple times.
What's it like?
Memphis is a beautiful city. Like it have its areas like any other city. And when he said that, if it was other players, why he was so comfortable to say Jimmy Butler? He's talking about just Jimmy Butler. Like I feel like that there's, I mean, every city like has, you know, has a rougher side. To say that players are not coming there just for that, you know, I don't think that's the case, because you know they have had a plethora of great players in Memphis. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Maybe Jimmy Butler was the only one that told him that, but
yeah, Tony Allen, Pau Gasol,
yeah,
Mark Gasol,
yep,
Zach Randolph, but
Zach
we know,
Randolph,
we know Zebo
he was
like
with it.
Yeah. He probably like it like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nah, they played there for years.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I believe you. I'm with you. I think Jimmy Butler might have said that, and that's the only person he heard it from.
That's it. Those other players, why didn't you list them? Why didn't you say and this guy, because they would give what you're saying more validity. So
yeah, he just threw Jimmy Butler name out there.
Yeah.
Well, Ja Morant went on Instagram and he responded. Right. So he first thing he said, man, we talking about the Grizzlies more than the finals with this cap ASS sources, right? And then he said, and I'm gonna be in that 901. I'm assuming that's the Memphis area code. He said, I'm gonna be in that 901. And then he said, source me in all caps and exclamation mark. And then he said, instead of focusing on the performances we seen from J-Dub, Shea, TJ, Siakam, how this series is going, we say some negative about a city, a team, and on a national level.
It's real.
What's your thoughts on him clapping back at?
That was well said and well needed, because it's almost like he threw Memphis out there like that. You know, a lot of times a narrative will get started and just people just get in line just because somebody said it and the person is saying it. Like I said, I've been to Memphis a lot of times, and it's an amazing city. Food, you know, the people. So,
did you see Dolly Parton?
I went to no, I ain't see Dolly Parton. No.
You see her?
No.
Well, that rumor has it you'll see her knockers before you see her. They say
her whoopee cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say them things some fatty bangers, but
I believe it. On the front.
Yeah.
On the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old couches
for a
up
long
front.
time. Yeah.
They said she still got. She was at the Super Bowl. She was at somewhere performing like 2 years ago.
She
Last
still she don't look like she aging like that. I mean, she
she Asian.
But she ain't aging like
surgery like a mug.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, that's that surge, baby.
Yeah,
that surge Bakla.
What? Surge blocker. Hey, see, look, them doctors doing their job.
Yeah, them doctors trying to keep her young, boy. That face looked like a Barbie plastic, boy. It's all, I mean,
Caucasian prune,
bro. That face looked like if you pull her hair up in the back, all the skin that was on her face is tied up back there like a ponytail.
They got skin and hair. Pull it. They gonna take their face tight.
I ain't never seen no skin ponytail.
Your skin in
it? Oh, rubber band back there.
Tied it up.
Oh man, boy, that's thing. Oh man, but nah, man, Stephen A. Smith, man, he gotta stop. He gotta stop that, man. He always is always calling out some player. I mean, like, dang, man, you go take a shot at Memphis like that, man.
A whole city. A whole city.
Don't nobody want to come play there because it's dangerous, and go tell the police department y'all need to clean it up. What?
That's crazy.
Why would you get on ESPN to say that, man?
Right. If you say about Memphis, there's a lot of cities you can say that about. Like, what are you judging it off of? For one, we know you only got one source, Jimmy Butler.
Right.
But outside of that, it's so many more cities you can say that about.
You can say that about New York for sure.
Yes.
Sure. You can say that about Atlanta because they got a whole Pink Mafia gang down there.
Man.
They call it the Pink Mafia. It's just all
yes,
Queen.
Yeah,
they whole bunch of
you go Midtown, yeah. A lot of stuff going on down there.
You get caught up by the Pink Mafia, boy. You don't want none of that, boy.
No.
That Queen, boy.
Dang. You better run.
Yeah, man. They say they'll hit on you. It'll be a regular dude you just hoop with.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a cool dude, man. He got a jump shot, man. I come out here and hoop more often.
He courting you.
Yeah, yeah.
For real, like literally. Hey, me ain't gonna be in there courting you. Actually dating it. That's the chain of events.
Hey, one dude told me to meet him at the court, man, so we can hoop.
Yeah.
Man, we went and hooped everything, man. He had bought me a Gatorade. Man, hey, man, I got a couple of Gatorades in my bag, man. You can grab one, had me a Gatorade, all that stuff, man. It was all type of, man, long story short, man, it was a date. I didn't even know it.
What?
We had a basketball date. I didn't even know it.
That man brought sandwiches in
there. He had a sandwich in there and everything. I ate one of the sandwiches. I was like, dang, man, this dude thoughtful, man. Like, he got extra Gatorade. I forgot to get a Gatorade. He
Right.
got extra Gatorade.
Got
And he
him
had
on deck.
little sandwiches in there,
That was
little
pre-planned.
finger sandwiches.
That
Yeah.
was pre-planned. He was waiting on that.
What gave it away is after I ate the sandwiches, I had to Gatorade, ate the sandwich, and then I went in there. I saw that bottle of wine. I was like, wait.
Man.
I said, what this? I said, where you get this wine from?
I was just hoping. What is this turned into? I believe it. The boldness of these days, man. It's so bold. It's so bold. You gotta be careful.
Bottle of wine in his gym bag.
Yeah, they're playing. That was like a couple of days of playing. He did that 3 days out, man. He had that 3 days out.
That was a good wine too, man. It was a Merlot.
Oh yeah. He had plans. He had plans after that one. He had something he wanted to do after that one.
I told him, "Nah, I'm driving, dog. I can't have no wine, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sandwiches to Gatorade, though. I left. I ain't never come back out the
I
court,
wouldn't
man.
either. I wouldn't go across town. Across town.
Oh man. All right, man. We at 2 hours, man. That's a good stopping point for us, man. Should we take 1 or 2 more phone calls before we leave?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'll put the numbers back up there, y'all. We'll take 1 more. Let's do 3. And they gotta be quick. 45 seconds are left. 3 phone calls, y'all. Did we ever get to 200? Nope.
Man, y'all hit them likes, man, before we leave. Y'all roasted me enough. I mean, at least you can get some light.
Caller from Fort Lauderdale. What's good, brother?
What's good, bro? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
can hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this short. I just wanted to talk about the bag situation. Like, my man, if you don't think a bag is important, then I'm guessing you don't have a smartphone, because the smartphone has literally made GPS obsolete. They've made regular telephone obsolete. Why? Because the smartphone has been able to do cell phone calls, text messages, GPS, internet. So it makes so many things obsolete that we can't even count it on one finger. That's called a bag. There's a reason why we don't use Nokias no more. Nokias last longer than smartphones. They don't break. They have more longevity, but we don't care about Nokia. Guess why? Because we have a bag in our pocket. That's all I wanted to say.
That's evolution, though. I mean, the Nokia.
That's not evolution, my brother. That's not evolution.
The Nokia evolved. The Nokia evolved to the iPhone and the Android. That's evolution.
Was the Nokia able to make GPS or internet browsing possible? No, it was not. So when Man Down Sports said earlier that we got the upgraded version first and got the old versions last, meaning MJ's iPhone 16, Kobe's iPhone 13, LeBron James is a sidekick. Literally and figuratively.
What? LeBron is a sidekick?
Literally and figuratively. He always needs another franchise player in order to compete.
So did Jordan. So did Michael Jordan.
Hold on. Can we give LeBron a BlackBerry? He's at least a BlackBerry.
Sidekick.
Can we say BlackBerry?
Yeah, I don't even
one
think
of those track balls. He got one of those track balls. He's shooting over 30% from the threes now. He's all right. He's a BlackBerry.
Oh man, thanks, man. That was dope, man. I appreciate that. I got to clip that one, man. Thanks for the call, bro. All right, let's get one more good one like that, y'all. He said the sidekick. That was, yeah, bro. That
When
was
the last time you seen a sidekick?
I don't know, man. I always wanted a BlackBerry though.
I had a BlackBerry.
You wanted the 2-way pager too, didn't you?
Never.
You didn't never want that.
I wanted that chirp thing.
Man, it's crazy. The 2-way pager only lasted like a year or two, man.
Yeah, it did.
And then what came out? The BlackBerry came out?
BlackBerry.
Yeah, the BlackBerry killed it.
BlackBerry took over.
You gotta watch the documentary on the BlackBerry.
They got a documentary on?
Yeah, I didn't, man. The stuff that I found out from that documentary was insane.
Really?
Yeah, the people that came up with it, and then when iPhone came out, man, it just put BlackBerry out, and BlackBerry was trying to, like the people that was running it was trying to, trying to evolve it, but they was stuck on that little ball.
Yeah, like you need it.
Yeah. And then the keyboard.
Oh yeah.
But iPhone really killed BlackBerries because it was touchscreen, and somebody was trying to get BlackBerry to get there because they heard the technology was out there, and they was like, "No, I trademark is this keyboard. That's why people like it."
Dang.
They did them in.
So there's another thing that died because it didn't evolve. this whole theme of the show is evolution. How we have to evolve, even the game of basketball.
Yeah, but like I said, we got the thing that we were supposed to evolve to. We got it before we were supposed to get it.
Yeah, I think we got it at the right time. Me personally, I just think we got it at the right time.
I think NBA basketball is devolving, and I think the players that was in that era of it seeing it go backwards are LeBron James and Steph Curry and James Harden. Those guys, they devolved the game in the NBA, but now it's going forward again because they switched it up and said, oh, we're gonna bring defense back. We're gonna bring back the mid-range, we're going to bring back all of that stuff, physical defense in the playoffs. We're bringing all that back, and now it's going in the right direction. But we got to get LeBron, almost like when everybody had to throw Jonah out of the fish.
Yeah,
we got to throw LeBron up out of that fish.
Nah.
That's what I think.
This league is doomed.
That's what I think, man. All right, y'all. We didn't get quite to 200 likes, man. We'll try again tomorrow, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know it was a late show, man, but y'all showed up, man. I ain't mad at getting about 2:30 in here. That's not bad this late. You know, I know we all got to get up, man. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow, man. Hopefully y'all give me more likes. And you know what I'm saying, we can have another good conversation, man. But thank y'all for calling in. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. I had 8 super chats coming. I ain't getting to none of them. All right, let's get to these super chats. Brian ducking KD off screens and him admitting is him admitting defeat. He was ducking KD off them screens.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Because he was LeBron.
KD was cooking.
KD was an assassin. He had the glow like Bruce Leroy did when he found out he was the one. That's what was going on with KD at that time. And LeBron wanted none of it. Even Show Enough didn't want none of him when he had the glow.
It's true.
None.
That's true.
Hit the like button. Thank you, Andrew. MJ was different because he had supreme athleticism with fundamentals. MJ, by the way, had a 4.3 40. I was wrong, not a 4.2. That was a 4.3. LeBron career fourth quarter 7 points. That's choking. Is that true? He averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter.
I don't know.
FBI and investigate him for Diddy, not steroids. Sheesh. LeBron got a fanny pack, not a bag. You can't fit a lot of. You can fit a hammer in the fanny pack though.
You can.
Not a lot of.
And you can fit a screwdriver, socket wrench.
He got a hammer in there. He probably got a couple of nails, and that's about it, man. LeBron gotta, and you can rely on it. LeBron go to, and you can rely on is the flop. It's a good move though.
That's not a move, man.
You don't think so?
There's a lot of players that master that. Like that's manipulating the game.
It's a move.
It ain't a move. It's just a. You know, you got to have the IQ to know who to do it to, when to do it. I mean, it's part of the game.
Oh, easy day. All right, man. Thanks for everybody calling in. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all the comments and the likes, man. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.